The Dallas Mavericks come into Gotham City and beat the Knicks by the score of 122 to 108, and Chris and I are here to break it all down. All that and much more on the Knicks Digest. What's up, guys? It's your boy Dariel and Chris. And Chris, to start off the video, I do have to talk to you about the atrocious starting five lineup that the Knicks threw out tonight because of the whole trade deadline and all the bodies that were just switching teams. We ended up throwing a starting five of Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Precious Achiuwa, and Hartenstein. Yeah, Hartenstein did play, but he didn't play in the second half. I think he hurt himself, right, in the first half of the game.
Yeah, he re-aggravated his sore Achilles injury.
Damn. And on top of that, let's throw on top of that Charlie Brown Jr. was our sixth man. So, going into tonight's game, I mean, we did a video about the whole Bogdan Bogdanovic and also Alec Burks trade. So we kind of knew that the Knicks would kind of be like, they would be undermanned against the Dallas Mavericks, so going up against Luka and Kyrie. So, like, I wasn't really expecting much of this game. I don't want to say I was expecting a loss, but I was a little surprised and I was a little happy and proud to see the effort that the players did give out. I think we can say this might be the Deuce McBride game because he just came out of nowhere and had that poster on Kleber. And then he also had like a little crossover too. He had a little crossover on one of the bench players. I don't know the name of Dallas Mavericks, but Deuce had moments, and I like to see that from Deuce. Obviously it's a regular season game in February, so I don't think we're gonna see that type of play from Deuce in the playoffs. But what'd you see from tonight's game that really caught your eye, or anywhere you want to go?
I mean, I heard TNT mention this, or it wasn't TNT, actually. This was on Twitter. I was reading just about the Knicks game while it was happening. Because this game, for the most part, the Knicks kept it competitive, but there were stretches where the Mavericks were just all over them. And I would look away and just check Twitter. And there were these tweets about, like, basically saying, this might not just be a phase with Dante DiVincenzo and the way he's playing. This might just be because he's, for the first time in his career, getting this amount of opportunities. Now, I think part of it's teams haven't fully game planned around Dante DiVincenzo being a main scoring option. But so far, since he's done it, he's looked great. I mean, 36 points tonight. He did that on 27 shots, 13 for 27, 7 for 12 from 3. He balled out. And similar to how you said, like, you didn't really expect a loss, even though there weren't a lot of expectations. I feel similarly, like, all right, the Knicks technically had a 7-man rotation. At least they did have a 7-man rotation in the second half of the game. It has 0 people who started on opening night for the New York Knicks. Now, obviously, that's with trades. So if you go to January 1st, meaning Mitch is not there, you're still missing 3 Knicks starters. If you want to count Mitch, you're missing 4 Knicks starters. And we still kept it competitive. And I think that's just a testament to how deep we are and how just, like, good of a basketball team we are, that we can still hang with good teams in the Western Conference. I'm not going to call the Mavs, like, a favorite or anything, but they're a good team in the West. They have Luka, and Luka's shown that he can carry a team to at least some direction, or at least some round past the first in the playoffs. I'm thinking about how I know you're less high on Luka than most people, which is
he has a lot to prove. I don't know why people are just like on the Luka bandwagon. It's like, no, like he made 1 Western Conference Finals, and on top of that, you could say that it was the Phoenix Suns lost that Game 7 more than the Dallas Mavericks won that Game 7. And then ever since Luka came into the league, everybody's like, this is the next Larry Bird. I'm like, okay, first of all, you got to work your way up just to be in the conversation. And this is not Luka Digest, but one thing that I noticed in the game is just the frustration that I have with Deuce and Precious. Like, tonight, I get it. Dallas Mavericks coming into tonight's game, they knew that Jalen Brunson, they knew that Mitch, they knew that Julius Randle, they knew that OG Anunoby, they knew that those 4 players were not playing. So I guess their intensity might have not been all the way up. But so, like, guarding Deuce, they might have not had the craziest intensity, but Deuce showed me flashes, like that dunk that he had on Kleber, like I said in the beginning of this video. That was unexpected. I really love seeing that. I love seeing Deuce being a little bit more aggressive, especially tonight, because he knew that there were, like, nobody to sub him out. And then Precious Achiuwa, like, he has moments of, like, oh, wow, okay, like, you can actually play. And then he has moments where he's, like, totally mistiming his jump, and he's like totally mistiming. I don't know if you saw it, but it was in the first half, and it's something so minute. And I don't want to be a Precious hater or whatever, but these are the little things that I see in the game. Precious got a rebound, and he was looking to outlet it, and Deuce was right in front of him, but he gave the pass to Deuce when Deuce was not even looking at him. And I'm just like, yo, like, you got to take those things into consideration, because you're going to be someone that's going to be getting important rotational minutes. And if I, as a fan, don't see that you're confident with the ball, then I'm like, yo, what are you doing on the floor? Again, it's something minute, but it's just like watching tonight's game. That was one of my frustrations with Deuce and more so Precious. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, within the next coming games, Jalen Brunson didn't play because of his tweaked ankle. So, and I did see a report that they said that he was warming up prior to the game. I guess he just stayed out tonight just as a precaution. So that's good news. Maybe he'll play on Sunday when I believe the Indiana Pacers come into town.
One person on the New York Knicks roster tonight had a positive plus minus. Take a guess who that is just for fun, and then I'll tell you. Just one guess, and then I'm just going to tell you who it is.
Positive plus minus, Deuce?
No, it was our presidential candidate, our president, Taj Gibson.
Taj Gibson?
Taj Gibson was +8 tonight. The second best was Jacob Toppin at -1, which kind of fluidly leads into my next point. I understand that Charlie Brown Jr. is a guard and all that, and the Knicks play guards a lot. I'm upset that he got more minutes than Jacob Toppin. I feel like I just want to see Toppin play. Like, I understand we have more size now, but we're still a guard-heavy team if you look at us in a vacuum. So I would have liked to see Toppin get a little bit more minutes than Charlie Brown, or even just, like, you know, not have played, say, Precious 41 minutes. Just, I wanted an excuse to see Jacob Toppin play more minutes, because he's been awesome in the G League for the Knicks. He's been their best player this season.
I mean, you'll definitely get to see him in the dunk contest. That's what I
I'm going
can
to see
say.
the dunk contest, but I want to see him play basketball. He's been having a great season in the G League, so I was really hoping to see more of him tonight. And he does have to be a little more aggressive with the ball, but also it's his first game, or not his first, but it's one of his first games, and probably the first game outside of the Pacers one where he's playing, like, real NBA minutes.
Facts. I want to throw this at you. So the report of, you did a video of OG Anunoby's surgery that they just the report that they just let out. It says he's going to be out for 3 weeks. So I was looking at the Knicks schedule, and for the next 3 weeks, that's going to lead us until February 29th. So I believe that's what, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 games. So including tonight, the first game against Dallas, they caught an L. So I was kind of expecting an L. Saturday, Indiana comes into town. I have that as an L. Next Monday, they go to Houston. Jalen Brunson, I think, will be playing by that time, so I have a W. Next Wednesday, they're at Orlando. I have that as a W. Next Thursday is at Philly, a W. Next Saturday, they're home against Boston. I have an L. And February 26th, they're home versus Detroit. They'll be playing up against Quentin Grimes. I have that as a W. The 27th, they're home versus Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. I have that as an L. Pelicans are talented. They got to figure that out, but they are super talented. And then the 29th, they're home against Steph Curry and the Warriors. I have that as a W. The Warriors are a complete mess this season. Don't know what they're going to do. So overall, I have a record of 5-4, specifically with OG being out of the starting rotation. But like I said, Jalen Brunson, he was warming up before tonight's game, so it looks like he might play on Saturday. If anything, he won't come back until Monday when they're at Houston. But yeah, I kind of wanted to pick your brain about those games and see like what wins you think they might get or what losses you think they might take.
Okay. I would guess similar to you, they'd probably go somewhere around 500, maybe a little over, just because when looking at the Knicks, they manage to win games. They just do. Like, even games that the Knicks are not supposed to win, they manage to win them because that's just how hard they fight, and that's a testament to Tibbs. But I'm worried about who is going to be playing defense on lead forwards. For instance, like when the Knicks play the Magic, who's guarding Paulo? I mean, Randall's out. OG's out. That probably leaves us with one of Josh Hart or Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich is 34 years old and not exactly known for his defense anymore. He's a smart player, so when he's in front of you, he's solid, but it's going to be hard to stay in front of Paulo.
Yeah, I mean, so the Orlando game is next Wednesday. So by that time, definitely Alec Burks and Bogdanovich are definitely going to be in the lineup by then. Yeah, if anything, I would say Bogdanovich or Alec Burks, but either or. Paolo is way younger than Bogdanovich. He's going to blow past him. Alec Burks is way too small for Paolo. So yeah, no, that's true. Like, I don't know who's going to guard these players. But again, we got to give them time to gel, develop the chemistry, and yeah, we have a lot of our key players are out, so we're not really gonna know the true potential of the team until pretty much around playoff time.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully down the stretch I'm going to say, just to give a little cushion on the Knicks, hopefully around mid-March, the full team can be back. And that with Mitch might be a little wishful thinking.
Right.
But really the whole team minus Mitch, so Randall and OG specifically. Whereas Mitch, I just hope he can get back for like a week or two of regular season play so we can get him like 20 minutes per game in the playoffs just while he gets that ankle completely right.
Facts.
Also, Hartenstein's playing really well, so I think it would be fair to keep Hartenstein getting those minutes while he's in a groove.
Wait, you said he re-aggravated his Achilles?
Yeah, he had a sore Achilles and he re-aggravated it.
Crap.
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, that could be like 2 weeks or like a month, I feel like.
Yeah, it really depends. I mean, he's played through it for a decent amount of games.
Yeah.
He's absolutely been awesome for the Knicks, obviously, but with Precious, with Jericho Sims, I guess, and now having Bogdanovich is helpful. But we're running low on bigs, and when it's Precious and Taj Gibson and Jericho Sims, you don't exactly want to start playing the best teams in the league. And again, the
Sims didn't even play tonight.
They could. What's up?
Sims didn't even play tonight.
He was out, but I think he'll be back. Like, I think this is like a one gamer for him.
Hopefully.
Every single Knick scored double-digit points tonight. So I think that's just a good sign that they're playing well together, even if it's not the starting unit. Like, they're just playing well. It's, for the most part, it was on good shot attempts. I mean, Deuce, 9 for 22 at 21 points isn't exactly ideal, or the 2 for 10 from 3, but I mean, Josh Hart could have shot better, but he played well. So the team is still playing well, even when every single star player on it is not there.
Facts. All right, guys, thanks for checking out this video. Let us know in the comments what you thought about tonight's Knicks' valiant effort against Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. But until next time, guys, it's always Taj Gibson for president, Jalen Brunson for MVP, and for Chris and I, we out. Peace.